Hello, hello. This is a new custom build for my cargo harbor area. This thing is called a rail car mover or road rail shunter or switcher. It basically works like a switcher, except it's also able to just drive around on the road. It's able to drive around off the rails, hence the road dash rail part of the name in some areas. And this thing actually turned out much better than I expected it to and than I hoped it to, because the design had to change. It is not the final design that I was originally going for. I was going for a rubber wheel powered unit that would actually be turning the rail wheels. I was going to use some vintage rail axle sets that had extra wide extensions on them, and I was trying to make it work, but I wasn't able to get it to be quite as compact as I wanted to for both modes. So I switched over to using the smallest of rail wheels that you see there at the front and the back, and it just allowed me to do so much more. And yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I'm usually not this positively surprised by the results of a custom build. I was able to get some of those partly squared off fenders in there as well. I only have one full set of those in black, so I need to definitely order up some more of those. I may eventually figure out something to put in that spot right there to cover that up, that hole. It doesn't really bother me that much, but it is one thing that I've kind of thought about as a potential area for improvement. But yeah, it has a cab that can be opened up, and so the guy is able to get in and out. That's also something that's better than I was expecting or hoping for. The control is actually connected to that front part of the cab, so it swings up, has a printed console on the front there, and also a control lever for the dude, and it's able to work on the standard gauge of track. Obviously it's not actually powered, it's too small for that. Maybe there's a way to get a medium motor inside of that thing and then have a battery box on a separate car, but I didn't want a separate car. The whole reason for creating this in the first place, rather than just making another 9-volt small 2-axle switcher, was to make something smaller still, and also specifically a road rail setup so that I can have it just drive around in the harbor when it needs to quickly change between modes and needs to quickly change between different tracks. So it's just able to fold those rail wheels up. I think they go a little bit farther than that. Nope, that's about it. That's about it right there. But it's far enough, and it's able to just drive around on the tires. And in real life, this thing would be able to actually steer. I don't know if it would have 4-wheel steering or just 2-wheel. Probably just 2-wheel would be enough. But this is everything that I wanted. Covers it completely. Used some printed pieces, used some stickered pieces that I've been holding on to. It's mostly designed to be run in one direction, but it has visibility. I'm assuming that the guy would probably be able to rotate his chair around if it was in the real world. Rotate it, I don't know, maybe 90 degrees at least, so he could look sideways out what effectively becomes the back of it here. And let me go ahead and put it into my my harbor actually for the first time. And there it is back there. Little thing. Look at that. Sweet. Tiny little thing. Exactly like I wanted. Love it when a plan works out. It's even better when a plan works out better than planned. This is just what this space needed. It's nice and compact. Gives a little splash of color out towards the gray end here where it will be most of the time. And for the type of vehicle it is, it looks like it would be fairly heavy duty as well. There are a lot of rail car movers that are so much smaller than this that can still handle quite an impressive amount of cargo in rail cars. And I am going to leave those freestyle wheels just uncovered like that. To me, it looks like they have large bolts on them or something for in-wheel weights. So that does it for this one, and now I can move on to the next custom build. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again very soon, hopefully.